obedience, setting up down the field is in order. The dog blind searches most of them directly. I'd like to see the dog come a little more immediate to the blind, but he readjusts himself. There's a slight delay, but still when he does arrive to the blind, the barking is immediate and is quite persistent and steady a bit until your arrival. At that point in time, the dog has a slight look back here, and I would have liked to see the dog bark until it was requested to come out. It's a little anticipates its return to the basic position. So this exercise was satisfactory. Oh, your blind search was high, very good. The escape here, the setup is very nicely shown. A basic position, the dog sits before it downs, and with the command from the handler, the dog goes very quickly to the helper. I'd like to see the bite slightly more full and more calm, but still shows nice power trying to stop. The helper, for me, this is a high good. And the re-attack here, again, the dog engages immediately upon threat, and the bite could be more calm and more firm, particularly when driven under pressure. Here, a slight growling commences a bit before the dog releases.
Hey, no!
I'd like to see the dog release, after the release, come into guard a little more convincingly. Still, for me, is satisfactory. In a back transport at the start, you sort of lose a bit the dog, and then you readjust, and they're able to get the dog back in the proper distance. So for me, they rate this exercise good. The attack out of back transport here, the bite must be more full, and particularly when driven under pressure, the dog should show a little more comfort and confidence. Here again, we're seeing a little bit of uncertainty. And the release too, I'd like to see the guard be a little more intensive. Still, the dog stays with the helper, and the side transport is very nicely shown in order. This, for me, high is satisfactory. Attack out of motion, nice obedience, set up down the field. The dog comes very quickly down the field in its pursuit, engages immediately. The bite should be slightly fuller. And here in this case is far more calm than the other exercise. It's a nice exercise for it. Again, in the guarding, the dog does release early, but I'd like to see the dog a little more intent in its guarding, particularly at the start. It settles in a bit after a while upon the arrival of the handler. Rated this exercise a good. Today I have pronounced it 80.
Thank you.